Eco9 is sponsored by your Washington area Toyota dealers.
In tonight's Eco9 report, we are getting a preview of one of the most iconic DC things. You know what we're talking about here, the cherry blossoms.
Meteorologist Caitlin McGrath saw the big peak bloom announcement firsthand earlier today. Right now, she joins us live from the Tidal Basin with the big news. Hi, Caitlin.
Hi there, Leslie and Lorenzo. Mark your calendar for March 23rd through March 26th. That is when the National Park Service is expecting that peak bloom. But much like forecasting, a lot goes in to predicting when cherry trees will reach peak bloom. A lot of factors go into an accurate forecast, and a lot of things can impact the outcome. But unlike the National Park Service, we don't have a tree helping us out.
There is one particular Yoshino tree that tends to run about 2 weeks or 10 days in advance of the rest of the trees around the tidal basin.
It's called the indicator tree, and for good reason.
It does give us a reliable indicator every year of where the rest of the trees are likely to fall in the bloom cycle.
But it takes a lot more than a tree to predict peak bloom.
We're looking at the historic record. What's happened in the last several years, 10 years going back. But we're also, of course, looking at the near and long range forecast. If we're expecting a warming trend over the next month, that's probably going to influence us to call a little bit earlier. If we're expecting average or even colder temperatures, that's obviously going to push it back a little farther.
And warming global temperatures have been undeniably pushing peak bloom earlier and earlier.
Over the last 10 years or so, probably even a little bit longer, we are seeing the trend almost every year with peak bloom coming earlier than that average date of April 3rd or April 4th.
But the bloom time of these iconic cherry trees is only one impact of climate change. Sea level rise combined with sinking seawalls around the tidal basin has led to flooding twice a day, every day.
10 years ago, that was an incident that happened a couple times a month in some places or irregularly. We're at low tide right now, but you can see the effects of all that.
And that inundation of water wreaks havoc on tree roots.
And as we look down this line here, you notice there is a huge gap between here and about 100 yards away where there are no cherry trees. They've all either had to be cut down or have died because of all the water that's coming over the seawalls.
Construction is set to start this summer to rebuild the seawalls that have sunk 3 to 4 feet over the years.
When that work is done, we can replant the trees and they'll have a much better chance of survival.
A new walkway will also be constructed for visitors to enjoy.
Exciting project. It's going to take a couple of years, but looking forward to the positive impact on the tidal basin and the trees when it's done.
And a reminder that we officially hit peak bloom when 70% of the Yoshino cherry trees around the tidal basin are in bloom. And while we still have several weeks to go as you start to think about the trip you're going to make down here, of course, pack your patience and prepare for crowds. Mike said to try and beat the crowds, try and come earlier in the morning during the week, and of course, utilize public transportation. And most importantly, remember, when you come down here, you may look, but do not touch the cherry trees. We all need to respect them so that we can enjoy them for many more years to come. Live at the Tidal Basin, I'm meteorologist Caitlin McGrath, WUSA 9.
Thank you, Caitlin.
Oh, look at that. There's
Look who it
Caitlin.
is.
Hey, see you later.